जय जय प्रभुपाद 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 जय श्रीला प्रभुपाद जय विष्णुपाद परमेश्वर परिवार श्रीमद् भक्ति वेदांत स्वामी शिला प्रभुपाद की इस्कन फाउंडर आचार्य जगतगुरु शिला प्रभुपाद की जय ओम विष्णुपाद परमेश्वर परिवार कचेरी अशेष श्री श्रीमद् भक्ति सिद्धांत सरस्वती ठाकुर प्रभुपाद की अनंत कोटि वैष्णव वृंद की नामाचार्य श्री हरिदास ठाकुर की प्रेम से कहो जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर शिवासादि गौर भक्त वृंद की श्री श्री राधा कृष्ण गोप गोपीनाथ श्यामा कुंद राधा कुंद गिरिराज गोवर्धन की ब्रजभूमि वृंदावन मथुरा धाम की नवदीप मायापुर धाम की जगन्नाथपुरी धाम की ग्रंथराज श्रीमद् भागवतम की ऑल ग्लोरीज टू असेंबल्ड डिवोटीज ऑल ग्लोरीज टू असेंबल्ड डिवोटीज ऑल ग्लोरीज टू असेंबल्ड डिवोटीज ऑल ग्लोरीज श्री गुरु एंड गौरांग ऑल ग्लोरीज टू शिला प्रभुपाद जगतगुरु शिला प्रभुपाद की Hare Krishna. Welcome everyone to this morning Srimad Bhagavatam class. So today we are discussing on Canto 4, Chapter 6, Text 26 and 27. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. So let's recite text 26. Ayostat sneha vivrasta nava kunkuma pinjaram vitro api pibanti ambaha payayantu gaja gaje. Yayostat sneha vivrasta nava kunkuma pinjaram vitro api pibanti ambaha payayantu gaja gaje. Yayostat sneha vivrasta nava kunkuma pinjaram vitro api pibanti ambaha payayantu gaja gaje. Prabhuji. Yayostad sneha vivrasta nava kunkuma pinjara vitro api pibanti ambaha payayantu gaja gaje. Yayostad sneha vivrasta nava kunkuma pinjaram vitro api pibanti Mataji. Yayostat sneha vivrasta nava kunkuma pinjaram payayantu gaja gaje. Yayostat sneha vivrasta nava kunkuma pinjaram vitro api pibanti amba payayantu gaja gaje. Yayostat sneha vivrasta nava kunkuma pinjaram vitro api pibanti amba Now, word to word meaning. Yayo. in both of his rivers. Tat Snana, by the bathing of them, the damsels of the heavenly planets. Vivrasta, fallen off. Naba, fresh. Kunkuma, with kunkuma powder. Pinjaram, yellow. Vitrasa, not being thirsty. Api, even. Pivanti, drink. Ambaha, the water. Payayanta, causing to drink. Gaja, the elephants. Gaji, the female elephants. Now let's go to translation. Translation by Srila Prabhupada ki after the damsels of the heavenly planets bathe in the water, it becomes yellowish and fragrant due to the kunkuma powder from their bodies. Thus the elephants come to bathe there with their wives, the sea elephants, and they also drink the water, although they are not thirsty. Now I'll quickly read the text 27. Tatra hema maharatna bimana sata sankulam justam punyajana strivir ithakam sata didganam. Translation: the airplanes of the heavenly denizens are bedecked with pearls, gold and many valuable jewels. The heavenly denizens are compared to clouds in the sky, decorated with occasional flashes of electric lightning. Purport: the aeroplanes described in this verse are different from the aeroplanes of which we have experience. In the Srimad Bhagavatam and all the Vedic literatures, there are many descriptions of Bimana, which means airplanes. On different planets, there are different kinds of airplanes. On this gross planet Earth, there are airplanes run by machine, but on other planets, the airplanes are not run by machine, but by mantric hymns. They are also used specifically for enjoyment by the denizens of the heavenly planets, so that they can go from one planet to another. On other planets, which are called Siddha Lokas, the denizens can travel from one planet to another without airplanes. The beautiful airplanes from the heavenly planets are compared here to the sky because they fly in the sky. The passengers are compared to the clouds. The beautiful damsels, the wives of the denizens of the heavenly planets, are compared to lightning. In summation, the airplanes with their passengers, which came from higher planets to Kailash, were very pleasant to look at. Om Agyanatimirandasya Gyananjana Salakaya Chakshurunmilitam Mena Tasmai Shri Gurube Namaha Namo Om Vishnupadaya Krishna Prestaya Bhutale Srimate Bhakti Vedanta Swami Iti Namine Namaste Saraswati Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Sunyavadi Pashati Deshatarine Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadara Shivasadi Gaur Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. So again welcome to this morning Srimad Bhagavatam class. So now here demigods, after the fight between the demigods and the associates of Lord Shiva, now here the demigods are approaching Brahma for help, because they were completely destroyed in the battle between the associates of Lord Shiva and them. So when you read such sections like fighting, like material enjoyment, sometimes we get bewildered, right? So sometimes when we hear about this Srimad Bhagavatam on these kinds of topics like fighting, material enjoyment, like enjoying materially, we get bewildered, our mind gets agitated. So we wonder, so why there is so much graphic description of these kinds of material things in Srimad Bhagavatam? We may think like that due to our conditioning. So sometimes there is a description of demigods and apsaras, sometimes there is a fight between demigods and demons. So in the sixth canto, in the topic the forest of material enjoyment, there is a graphic, very finely description of the material pleasure, material enjoyment of the Puranjana and his wife, and all the material opulences, material enjoyment. So we might, there is a chance that we might get bewildered in our unmature stage of the devotional service. But this description act as the throne that we use to take the another throne. So if you are grown in the village area, you know. So when the throne get in your leg, so you use another throne to take out that throne. So Srimad Bhagavatam acts like that. Srimad Bhagavatam acts like that throne. Similar Srimad Bhagavatam acts as the doors to take out all the material desires from your heart, knowingly or unknowingly. Since time immemorial, we have tried to enjoy this material nature, forgetting Krishna. And we have got so many material desires in our heart. Our heart has been polluted due to such material enjoyment, such material pleasures. So Srimad Bhagavatam appearing like a materialistic. So it is trying to cancel that previous poison, previous anartha from our heart. So if you read the Mahabharata section, so one time Duryodhan, the party of Duryodhan fed poisoned cake to Bhima, and Bhima got poisoned and he became unconscious, and the Duryodhan party threw him to the river. So when he was in river, the snake bite the Bhima, and the poison from the mouth of snakes went to the body of the Bhima, and that poison from the mouth of the snake cancelled the poison of the poisoned cake, and he came to consciousness. Like that, we have been beaten by the poison of materialistic pleasure since time immemorial, and the Srimad Bhagavatam helps us to cancel the materialistic pleasures and material poison that has been established in our heart. That's why we have to read Srimad Bhagavatam very seriously, taking it as our life and soul. So when you read the story of Ajamil, there is a detailed description of the material pleasures. So Ajamil, he was born in the Brahman family. So he had a Brahminical culture, he had a Brahminical nature since childhood. But one time he went to the forest to collect the ores, and he saw the Sudra and Sudrani. They were involved in bad activities, and his mind got agitated, and he wanted to enjoy that Sudrani. Later he approached the Sudrani, and they got married. He left his beautiful wife, he left his culture chaste wife, and he got married to that prostitute, that Sudrani. And later on he gave birth to many children. He suffered in that stage, and at last, when he was about to leave his body, when he was old, he saw Yamadut taking his soul outside from the body. He was going to hell. And that time, what his youngest child name was Narayan, and he was so much afraid to see the Yamadutas, and he was calling the name of his youngest son Narayan constantly. He was calling Narayan, and at that time, the associates of Narayan, the associates of Vishnu, came in the scene, and the Yamaduta said, "Oh, this man is very sinful. He spent his whole life involving in sinful activities. Why you have come here? You don't know the essence of religion. Why are you trying to save this sinful man?" Like that, the Yamaduta saying, and the Vishnu Dutta said, because he took the name of Narayan at the last moment of his life, even though he was calling the name of his son, but the original name of Narayan is of Lord Vishnu, Lord Narayan. That's why we have come here. So you can't take him to the hell. He doesn't deserve to be punished. We will save him, like that they said, and the Yamadutas ran away. And after that, Ajamil left his wife, left his home, everything, and he went to Haridwar, and he started performing devotional service in very sincere way. So if we read Srimad Bhagavatam very deeply, in a very sincere way, we don't need to go through all the difficulties, all the obstacles that Ajamil went through. We can go to the Haridwar platform directly. That means we can go to the Bhakti platform directly. We don't need to experience all the difficulties. We don't need to experience all the problems that Ajamil faced at the last moment of his life. We don't need to see the Yamadutas. We can directly go to the Haridwar platform. That means we can directly go to the Bhakti platform. So Prabhupada says there are three classes of people. The first class is one who learns by hearing, or one who learns by saying. So in Srimad Bhagavatam it is said, material world is full of difficulties, full of problems. So the best way is to surrender to the Lord Vishnu. Instead of trying to enjoy the material world, we have to do devotional service in a nice way. We have to give our life to do the devotional service. So by reading Srimad Bhagavatam, first class people learn that, oh, this material world is like that. I should not try to enjoy this material nature. I have to do devotional service in very sincere way. And the first class people, devotee, engage in the sincere devotion with Lord. And second class of people is one who learns by experiencing. So he don't learn by hearing, he only learns by experiencing. Let's say a mother says to child, don't put your hand in that fire, it will burn your hand. But the child, is naughty, so he puts his hand in the fire and he learns, oh yeah, mother was right, I should not have put my hand in the fire, my hand has been burned. Like that child feel like, and next time he don't do that. Like the second class people, like that he learns only by experiencing. And the third class people, he don't learn by hearing, he don't learn by reading, also he don't learn by experiencing. Even though he is not happy in this material world, he is suffering in this material world, he try to enjoy, he try to endeavor very hard for the material pleasures, for the material things. Even though he is not getting happiness from the material things, he try to endeavor very hard for the material enjoyment. So third class people doesn't learn by hearing, doesn't learn by reading, doesn't learn by experience also. So we devotees, we have to read Shastra, we have to read the Prabhupada books very seriously, and we should try to become a first class devotee, first class person. So so in the story of, in the pastimes of Priyabhat also, Priyabhat, he was a very great devotee, he was a very great devotee. So Brahma, so although he had a Paramahamsa nature from the beginning, so Brahma told him to go to the Grihastha life, Brahma told him to go to married life. And so in that section of that Priyabhat, when you read that, so in some section we feel like the Priyabhat has become materialistic person. In some section we feel like he have become a henpecked husband. But he was a pure devotee of the Lord. So he wanted to show us through his example. So at one point he realized that this material duties, this material pleasure, all is just a waste of time. And just like a person after passing the stool, he don't look back and he moves away. Like that Priyabhat, he left his wife, he left his family, he left his kingdom, like that stool, and he went to the forest and he started doing bhakti. So from this pastimes of Priyabhat, we can learn that spiritual and material pleasures can't go together. Let's say there are two boats in a lake, and you say, I want to put one leg in one boat and I want to put another leg in another boat. So can you go to the destination? No, we have to keep our two legs in just one boat. Then we can reach to our destination. Otherwise, you will get drawn in the lake. You won't be able to reach to the destination. So we are doing a devotional service where we are in ISKCON. So we have to give our life for the mission of Prabhupada. We have to give our life only for the pleasure of Prabhupada, Radha Gopinath, our Guru Parampara. Not here material pleasure also, devotional pleasure also. Not like that. It don't happen like that. You will get frustrated. You won't progress in the bhakti also. You won't be happy materially also. You don't go like that. Vyavasaitmaga buddhi. Our consciousness should be only to how to please Radha Gopinath. Our consciousness should be only how to please Prabhupada. Like that, we have to develop, we have to upgrade our consciousness in that way. So how can we do that? By following the footsteps of Prabhupada, by pleasing Prabhupada, by chanting our 16 rounds very attentively, by attending all the morning programs, by giving more priority to devotional service than our material duties. We can do like that. In the way we run to catch the train to go to work. We have to run. We have to be very enthusiastic to come to the temple to attend Mangal Aarti, like that. We have to do like that. Let's say when we are running late, let's say we have work from 9:30. So when we are running late, we run to catch the train. So we have a feeling that, oh, if I can't reach my workplace at time, my boss will not be happy with me. Like that, we run to catch the train. Similarly, we have to think in that same way. We have to wake up early in the morning and we have to come. We have to be very enthusiastic and come to take the darshan of Sri Sri Radha Gopinath. Otherwise, back to Godhead in this life is not possible. It's not a cheap thing. We have to give our heart. We have to give our life for the mission of Prabhupada. Like that, we can do. And there comes another story of Ayati and Devyani. So, Ayati, he was cursed by his father-in-law Shukracharya to become old. Although Ayati, he was not old. He was not that much old. Shukracharya cursed him to become an old man. And although he was an old person, he had a desire for material enjoyment. And he asked his son Pururava, that his son name, Pururava or what is it? No? He asked one of the youngest son, and he exchanged his old age to his son's youth, and he became the youth, and he enjoyed for many thousands of years with his wife. He enjoyed for many thousands of years in his kingdom, and he became so much frustrated. Although he was trying very hard to enjoy materially, but still he was not happy. And at one point he comes to realization that, oh, it's too much. It's too much. Material things can't give happiness to me. And he comes to the point that I have to do the devotional service. I have to give up all the material things. He comes to this point, and he expresses his feeling to his wife in the story of he got and she got. Maybe you have all read this story. And like then after that he gave up everything, and he became serious in bhakti. So when you hear this section, we can come to the realization that material pleasures, material things can't give us happiness. We don't need to go through all the experience, all the hardships. We don't need to go through all the difficulties that Ayati went through. At last Ayati realized that material pleasure is nothing. Only spiritual pleasure is the goal of life. So we can come to this realization directly by reading Srila Prabhupada books, by reading Srimad Bhagavatam daily, Nityam Bhagavata Sevaya, every day, always. Because in each and every word of Srimad Bhagavatam is nectar. Even the one word, even the one word of Srimad Bhagavatam, if you read very sincerely, very deeply, it can give us love of Godhead. If you read very sincerely, if you read very deeply, if you read just for the sake of reading, there is a less effect. The result is very less. But if you read in a very sincere way, taking it as our life and soul, then it's a nectar. Because Srimad Bhagavatam is non-different from Krishna. This is the book incarnation of Srimad Bhagavatam. Is the book incarnation of Krishna. It's a literary incarnation of Krishna. So Prabhupada books, we have to take the mission of Prabhupada as our life and soul. As our life and soul. Because Prabhupada, he went through many hardships, many difficulties. At the age of 70, he went in that old ship, old voyage to the America, and in the way he had like 3 or 4 heart attacks. And after going to America also, he faced many difficulties. He did not know anything there, no one there. He didn't have any money. He didn't have any resources. But still, he showed his enthusiasm. He had the determination. He did not think like, oh, nothing is working out. I'm an old man. What I can do? It will be better if I go back to India and live in Vrindavan and do bhajan. He didn't think like that. He went through all the hardships. He went through all the difficulties. just to give us Krishna, just to make of Krishna consciousness. Although Prabhupada, he was old, he had an old body, he did so much for the pleasure of Krishna. We are young, we have fresh body, we have young body. So how much we have to give for the mission of Prabhupada? How much we have to give to help with the mission of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu? It's up to us. It's up to us where we want to use our energy. It's up to us whether we want to use our energy for earning money or we want to use our energy for contributing in the mission of Prabhupada. It's up to us. So, we say all glories to Prabhupada, Prabhupada ki jai, but we just say for the sake of saying. We don't do the deep, we don't know the real meaning of that. All glories to Srila Prabhupada. All glories to Srila Prabhupada means, Prabhupada, I fully surrender unto you. I give my life for you. Please accept me. Please accept my service. That is the meaning of all glories to Srila Prabhupada. Not just for the sake of saying jai, we say that. That is the meaning. So this human life is for Athata Brahma Jigyasa. Human life begins when there is Athata Brahma Jigyasa. Athata Brahma Jigyasa means inquiring about the real truth, inquiring about the absolute truth. We make many inquiries. So Prabhupada was saying in one lecture, people go to the market and ask, chai ka bhau kya hai? Share ka bhau kya hai? Iska daam kya hai? Iska daam kya hai? People talk like that. But they don't ask the real question, what need to be asked? Like, what is the goal of human life? They don't ask this question to the sadhus. They ask, what is the price of this share? What is the price of this commodity? What is the price of tea, coffee? Like that people ask. But they don't ask, what is the real goal of the human body? Why you are here? Why you are on this earth? Why you are in this position? Like that we don't ask. But when we start asking these questions, then our human life begins. Otherwise, we are just living even though if you don't make such kinds of inquiries, although we are in this human body, we are acting like animals actually. We are just two-legged animals. So we have to, Radha Krishna Prana Mora Jugala Kishore. So Radha Gopinath, Radha Krishna are our real life and soul. They are our real eternal father and mother. Because in this material everything is temporary. Everything is changing. When you were a child, we had a child body. Now we have young body. And when you get old, we will get old body. Like that, this body is changing. When this body becomes soul, then soul goes to the another new body. Like that, we are in the cycle of birth and death since time immemorial. Sometimes we have got the bird body. Sometimes we have got the animal body. Sometimes we have become demigod. Sometimes we have become the insects. Sometimes we have become the job. Coronavirus also we have become at one time. In this body we have got the human body. So this human body is like a junction. So by using this human body, we can make our we can use our human body to go to the spiritual world, to go back to Godhead. Because in the animal body, in the bird's body, in the other species body, there is no opportunity. Because they are just living for the sake of eating, mating, sleeping and defending. That's the goal of their life. But in this human body, we have got the human body for self-realization. So self-realization means realizing ourselves to be the part and parcel, to be the child of Krishna, to be the part and parcel of Radha Gopinath. This is the self-realization. So when you were in the when you were in the womb of the mother, that time we have prayed to the Krishna. Krishna, please take me out from this womb of this mother. And when I come out from the womb of this mother, I will do your bhakti. I will give my life to please you. Like that, we everyone sitting here, we have prayed to Krishna when we were in the womb of mother. It is written in Srimad Bhagavatam. But after we come out from the womb of the mother, we forget everything. We forgot Krishna. We forgot Krishna. we forgot the promise that we have made to Krishna. So what is the promise? Krishna, I will do your bhakti when I come out from the womb of the mother. But we have forgotten that promise. And Prabhupada has come to remind that promise what we have given to Krishna. But still we are taking the process of Srila Prabhupada very cheaply, without being grateful to him. We have to give our life for the Prabhupada. Because Prabhupada wants to give credit. Even though we don't contribute in his mission, someone will do that. In Bhagavad Gita, when Arjuna said, I can't kill my enemies. I can kill my enemies because they are my relatives. I can't do that, Krishna. Better I will go to the forest and I will become a sannyasi. I can't do, Krishna. I can't kill. Like when Arjuna said, Krishna said, these all people, these all so-called enemies, they have already been killed by me. Just follow what I am saying and you take the credit. Like that Krishna says to Arjuna in Bhagavad Gita. Similarly, if you don't contribute in Prabhupada mission also, someone will do that. And someone will take that credit. This Krishna consciousness movement will go on, even though we contribute in his mission or no. But Prabhupada wants to give us that credit. So let's take that credit. Let's contribute in the Prabhupada mission. So Prabhupada has said in one lecture, ISKCON is my body and preaching is my soul. Like Prabhupada has said like that. So we have to contribute in his mission. We have to follow each and every instruction what Prabhupada has given in his lectures, what Prabhupada has given in his books. We have to take it as our life and soul. Otherwise, back to Godhead, otherwise, love of Godhead is not possible in this life. We have to take many births for that result. So there comes one time here I was hearing from His Grace Vijay Prabhu, who is the book distribution minister. So he was saying the one story of Russian boy. So from somewhere he have got the Science of Self-Realization book from somewhere. I think from his friend. His friend gave him Science of Self-Realization. He was not a devotee. He was a businessman, and he read this book. He find the Science of Self-Realization book very nice, and there was written, we have to make our life perfect by distributing this knowledge to everyone. That statement touched his heart, and he started printing books on his own. And he used to go to the street and he used to distribute Prabhupada books. He was not devotee. He did not know about ISKCON. He did not know about Hare Krishna movement. He did not ever meet single devotee. But that Prabhupada statement touched this point, and he started to print the books and distribute to the people in the street. And one time some few Sankirtan devotees came to that city, and that devotees approached that boy. Hey, let's take this book. Very nice book. It's book on meditation, yoga. Take this book. Like that, yeah? But and that guy said, I already got this book. I have read it. It's very nice. Like that he said, and the devotees went away. And after a few days, the Sankirtan devotees again came to that city, and they saw the boy distributing that book. And they went to the boy and said, Hare Krishna Prabhu, like this. Oh, what is Hare Krishna? Which temple are you from, Prabhu? What temple mean? Like that, that guy was saying. And they talked for some time, and the boy said, I read this book, and I found the statement made by the author very nice. We have to make our life perfect by distributing this knowledge to everyone. And it touched my heart, and I started printing books and I started distributing. Like that guy said. Yeah, the point I want to make is, this Krishna consciousness movement has started already. It won't stop. Even though there won't be ISKCON, even though there won't be any devotees, this Krishna consciousness movement will go on. But if you contribute, if you contribute in that mission, we'll get the credit. We'll get the credit to go to our destination very quickly. That's why we have to take this movement as our life and soul. We have to chant Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, in a very sincere and deep way. कलेर दोष निज राजन अस्तिको महान गुना कीर्तन देव कृष्ण से मुक्त संग परम ब्रजत. Only the Hare Krishna Mahamantra, only the Hare Krishna Mahamantra can save us in the age of Kali. Hare Nama, Hare Nama, Hare Nama Kevalam, Kalau Naste, Eva Naste, Eva Naste Gatiraneta. There is no other way, there is no other way, there is no other way than chanting the Hare Krishna Mahamantra in this Kali Yuga to get perfection in this life. There is no other way. 3 times, no other way, no other way, no other way than chanting of the Hare Krishna Mahamantra in this Kali Yuga to get perfection in your life. Otherwise, this will waste our human body. So even though if you are not chanting, if you are not doing any divine service, we have to start from the very level. We have to take baby step, like coming to the temple, like slowly chanting 1 round Hare Krishna Mahamantra, doing little service. Like that we can start. Because it is a gradual process. It won't happen in one single day. It won't be like you sleep and next day you will wake up with Krishna consciousness. It won't happen like that. We have to practice. Practice makes the man perfect, like that. Practice makes our devotion perfect. We can use that statement in ISKCON like that. Eh? Yeah, we have to start. We have to do. Yeah, chanting of Hare Krishna Mantra, very powerful. This is the only way to get perfection in this human life. In the previous ages like Satya Yuga, Dwapar Yuga, Treta Yuga, we have to give up everything and we had to go to forest and do very hard austerities, like standing in one way. We can do like that, right? Standing in one way, like controlling our breathing, like that, very hard austerities. But in this age, we don't need to do like that. Just chanting Hare Krishna Mahamantra will get the same result. In Prabhupada, in one lecture, Prabhupada has said, the result, Vishwamitra is a very powerful sage. He went to the forest and he did austerities for 60,000 years. In the Satya Yuga, the age of the people used to be 1 lakh. So Vishwamitra, he spent 60,000 years for hard penances and he got the ultimate result. So Prabhupada said that the result that Vishwamitra got by doing 60,000 years of penances, we can get the same result by just doing 3 days Sankirtan. That is the power of Hare Krishna Mahamantra. Just 3 days Hare Krishna Mahamantra Sankirtan, we get the result of Vishwamitra that is got in 60,000 years of hard penances and austerities. No other way than Hare Krishna Mahamantra. So instead of, we may have many martial duties, we may have many martial responsibilities, that also we have to fulfill. But side by side we have to do our spiritual duties also. Because all person have 2 duties, martial duty and spiritual duties. But spiritual duty should be given more priority than martial duty. Martial duties also we have to fulfill, but more priority should be given to spiritual duty. Because if you just do our martial duties and if you don't focus on spiritual duties, then it's not good. It's not good. Because all the martial perfections, it's all temporary. It may go tomorrow, it may go after 1 month, it may go after 1 year, or it may go at the time of death. It will go one day. It's the matter of time. It's only the matter of time. But spiritual duties, whatever spiritual activities we perform, that will be our eternal. That will, even though if you can't complete our devotion, if you can't complete our spiritual duties in our life, then we can continue in our next life. Let's say if you have like, let's say $1 million in your bank account, and if you die, that $1 million won't go with you in your next life. But if you just perform 10% of devotional service, 10% of bhakti in this life, next life you can start from 11%. That is the credit we will give in next life. Our bhakti, whatever bhakti we do in this life, it will go with us in the next life. And when our bhakti will be 100%, we'll go to the spiritual world. We'll go back to Godhead, which is the goal of the human life. Going back to Godhead is the goal of human life. So we have to take this Hare Krishna moment very seriously. It is our life. Because Prabhupada has given us what we don't deserve. He have given us so easily, so easily He have given us. So we have to take this Krishna consciousness movement very seriously, and we have to chant Hare Krishna Maha Mantra constantly, every time. Even though we haven't started, please start, because this is the only thing that is permanent, that will go with us during the time of death, and this is the goal of human body. Okay, so it's already 8:55, so we will end here. If anyone have any question, comment, please feel free. Okay, thank you for attending this morning Srimad Bhagavatam class. We'll conclude here. Thank you. Hare Krishna. ग्रंथराज श्रीमद् भागवतम क्लास की, शिला प्रभुपाद की, निताय गौर प्रेमानंदे।